I missed you, man.
Burn Live, y'all. Marijuana keeping y'all connected. Hashtagging these red eyes, changing the view with irate. Keep it underage, smoking on social media. Definitely killing myself for your entertainment. Sitting here with friends and family, starting a cannabisation. Cross Nation, welcome to another Burn Live show. A late night edition. And I did this because I was up bored, didn't have nothing else to do, and my friends was up too, and we just thought, we have a smooth conversation. The last few episodes that we have done on here has been so uh uptight, personal, nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? Getting down to very personal conversations I feel that need to be had, but also there needs to be time to have a reflection and peace and harmony on things that are going on. So tonight I have my two guests with me to have a chill, laid back conversation. And like I said, I know we've been having some very heated debates on here. I do appreciate the heated debates, but sometimes we do need a little relaxation, to smooth. So how everybody doing? Welcome to the show. Y'all two definitely don't really get to talk that much on the show. So hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
Hi.
Welcome back. Now look, I watched this video and I barely seen whatever everybody was talking about. So I don't know what happened, to be honest with you, on that video. And then we started all over. Everybody, first thing first, everybody was like, it was an accident, but it did happen. So that's why when you left, I was like, yeah, you coming back. I just had to wait to the end of the second show. It was never, we understand things happen and stuff like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I know.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna start this off with a non-politic thing. We just gonna start bringing up a couple of videos, how we normally do. Bring up the videos, break them down.
Country, love Jamaica. But I think
I hope that's a good one. I'm not sure. It looked like it was gonna be a good video, but then when I first heard it, just turned into something. I don't know. So Joe Rogan is a very good podcaster. He's one of the number one podcasters out here in America, probably the world, for his podcast. I'm not sure. So let's see what his little quotes in, and we'll just kind of start off right here.
Do anything and don't take any chances and don't take any risks and don't exercise and just seek comfort are the most miserable, anxiety-ridden people I know. People that I know that don't do anything and don't take any chances and don't take any risks and don't exercise and just seek comfort are the most miserable, anxiety-ridden people I know. People that I know that don't do anything and don't take.
Any comments?
no.
Basically saying that the most people with anxiety are some of the most laziest people out here in America. Lazy people have high anxiety and worry too much about things instead of trying to actually go out here and do things for themselves and take care of their business. They blame things on society.
That's not true.
That's not true.
No.
And why you don't think it's true?
Because it's not. You know how many celebrities out here that well, I'm not even gonna say celebrities. There's people out here who go to work every day and do the same routine and they can have anxiety and they don't even know it. You get
So
me?
you try, Go ahead.
What I'm saying is like there's people out here who have anxiety. It just doesn't show because like they don't know. But what I'm saying is people who have anxiety are not lazy. We get up, we go to work, we do everything, but we just have anxiety. Like look for Doshi for example. Doshi, the rapper, she has anxiety, but she still gets up every day and do what she has to do, make bread and continue to make her music. She's not
Yeah, but
lazy.
a lot of people would say that she's under a lot of distress and stuff, and most things that she do are manipulated by an entity. A lot of people have really came out to say that she's manipulated by a entity, a force, a spirit that's not good. Because I literally just seen a Miss Jaguar, right? If y'all don't know who Miss Jaguar, right, I'll break that down. But she just put out a video about her, about when she first came out, when she first dropped, how she was cute, she was beautiful. And then the next time that she hit the internet, she was bald headed and butt naked on the stage singing in underwear. So is that anxiety, or is that like some type of
She's
entity?
perform. She's performing. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just
How
asking
is her
questions
anxiety mixed in with her performance?
because anxiety, from my understanding, is when you're overwhelmed, when something overwhelms you.
Exactly.
Okay.
She's not
So,
overwhelmed at that moment. Anxiety doesn't work like that. You can have an anxiety attack at any time, but most anxiety attacks start because you're upset about something, you're sad about something, you've been crying, you've been in distress majority of the time. Everybody anxiety does not look the same because she got up there on stage and danced the way that she danced means she doesn't have anxiety.
not to say that I'm not trying to say that she doesn't have anxiety. My argument would be that it's not anxiety, it's something else.
What is it?
I wouldn't know. If I could see more of her performances and things that she go through, I would have my say so. But I'm just saying that in this particular statement with her, she has been known to be okay. It's like, for an example, if a person is real shy and you know he's shy, he doesn't speak, right? He don't speak.
Hmm.
He being that quiet person in the back. And one Friday, um, a girl kissed him on his cheek. So that means that Saturday he comes back to the group and all of a sudden he's a chatterbox. You see the difference? You wouldn't say that he had a life changing altar, or some people wouldn't say that it was the girl. They would just say that he finally grew up. They were like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He just came out of the shell. People wouldn't actually point at the incidents that happened, that took place, to put a person in a mindset to go what they go through. And you know, the world definitely don't think of that when it's personally pointing a finger at somebody. We don't look at what you go through and what you've been through. We only look at what we see on TV.
Right.
So in the Joe Rogan thing, where we're saying anxiety comes to most people in America that are what he would call lazy, is those who we claim to make excuses about trying to get up and go to work, not the ones who go to work actually dealing with some type of depression and trying to get over it. Because yet again, you fighting against your anxiety instead of going with your anxiety and crawling up. My expertise on what I heard out of something before you come on her. You too uncomfortable.
Oh, she looks very comfortable.
Now, okay.
Go to sleep, baby.
Let me ask y'all a quick question. I'm not gonna stick on this topic real quick, but I just want to ask you this question for the simple fact it popped in my head of what happened earlier. Can y'all tell a white person about themselves and their history? Yes or no?
No. In my personal opinion, no.
What about you, Miss Love? Yes. So you saying yes? So can a white person tell you about your Black history and where you come from and the struggles you've been through? No. Okay. I need you to unmute yourself and explain to me why you can tell us about them and they can't tell you about us.
Because basically, in history, all the fuck they were slave owners, owners of plantations, owners of nigger picking, owners of doing different things. That's racist. All we knew that white people were slave owners, plantation owners. They used to go nigger picking, all that. You can't come and stand on my ground and try to tell me anything about my history because you made most of our history hell.
May I say something or you want to say something?
Good.
You sure you want to say something? You sure? Now, I listened to you carefully and I'm just going to pick at only the words that you said. And I need you to really enlighten me to make sure I heard this correctly. She said they made our history, right? That's what you said, right? I'm only pausing right there because you said that small in a longer sentence, but you
I
said that,
said
right?
they made our history
Okay, pause right there.
hell.
Yet again, they made your history hell, but I want you to highlight the key words that you said that I know you know what they mean, but I don't think you know what that means. They made our history, but they can't tell us about our history. You see, you see where I'm trying to go with this? If somebody made something, they should be able to tell you about it. And it amazes me that because I wish a little bit Seven was on because Seven would totally agree with you with what you said, but they can't tell you about their history. White people can't tell a black person about their history, but a black person can tell a white person about their history. But yet again, Seven and you would damn near say the same quote. They made our history hell. But yet again, if they didn't make a history, they wouldn't have nothing to say about it. Then I would understand that they can't speak on it because yet again they didn't make it. But since they helped make and shape our history into our in today's society, I don't know if you think that you're free or not. That's a different topic. It kind of alarms me that you say that they can't tell you about your history, but yet again they help make your history. I just wanted to hear that. That's good. I bring Shabba. Shabba. How do we my me love the white man. Ooh, white man free. Ooh. All right. Bring up this next video. Appreciate y'all getting your topics. We're trying to get this one over here to talk a little bit more. So I'm gonna be picking around different topics so we can get to talk more. I appreciate you, Miss Love. You You're doing wonderful. Excellent. Ain't cussed nobody out yet.
Some what?
Some
You said
lessons
what?
in life are learned the hard way.
Why would you say that to someone who is
Why is
trying?
why is that such a bad thing to say, ma'am?
Why
He
is-
was told the first time to have
What
the
is
hair
wrong
pulled
with his
back out of his
appearance,
face.
ma'am?
His hair is in his eyes, so we
Is
can't
yours
see his
not?
eyes. Ma'am, can you see my
Is
eyes?
your hair in your face?
I'm not gonna keep going with this. You can leave the restaurant.
Is
and
your
I'll keep
hair
going.
in your face? You're supposed to have on a net working in a food restaurant
You don't know the laws and
industry.
policies. You can leave the restaurant.
How
You
are you
can
going to
leave the
tell
restaurant.
me?
Go ahead.
So is your face not in your hair? Call the police. We are not doing nothing wrong. Is your hair not in your face? I believe I see hair everywhere. You did not tell me that's what you said to him.
I did tell you word for word what I said.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did, ma'am.
No, you did not.
Yes,
You didn't
I did.
say
You
that.
are mistaken.
You did not say that. I
Okay.
got the first recording already.
Okay.
You did not say that. You
Okay.
just changed it up when I said what he told me.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna run these cameras.
You ain't gonna run nothing, ma'am.
You're gonna get
You
these
ain't gonna
cameras
run nothing.
run
No, you ain't gonna run nothing.
because
What
you're
you're
not
gonna
gonna
do
do
is get
that
yourself in a lot of
illegally.
trouble.
Well, let's go. I'm ready and I'm
Go take
always
the legal
prepared.
action. Go take the legal
Always
action.
prepared.
Go take the legal
Always
action.
prepared. That's
Okay.
one thing you gotta understand is that you have to
Have a
be
good day.
ready so you don't have to
Have a
get
good
ready.
day.
That is a child.
That is a 16-year-old looking for a job.
Yes.
And you're not going to
he's
get
a
every job
child.
that you apply for.
And I know
And
that.
this isn't helping him get a job at all. And it's
First
not
of all,
teaching him.
and it's not.
No,
It's not. But it is going to teach him that just because you are a racist,
A black
It's
woman
not
told him the
going
first
to-
time to pull his hair out of his face, but I'm a
Brian,
racist.
did you put your hair in a ponytail the last time you were here? You pulled it back. Thank you. He did not put it in a ponytail.
I didn't ask him to put it in a ponytail.
What
I
did you
asked
ask
him
him?
to pull his hair out of his
Did
face.
you try? You put it in a ponytail. Did he not?
I told him
Did
some
he
lessons in
not?
life are learned the hard way.
Did he not?
Yo, you can't, as a young man, run back home to your mother every time that you don't get your way or you don't get a job. Now, I was initially going to comment on this and say that he needed a strong father in his life because this is the reason why a lot of these guys are growing up feeling like they entitled, they get sassy, they feel like they don't have any manliness to them, they don't have any stick-to-itiveness, and that is a word, stick-to-itiveness. But more importantly, how you gonna just call somebody a racist because he didn't get the job or they don't agree with the way that he's wearing his hair in his face? And this woman is literally trying to teach him a lesson, a life lesson, and this is not helping. She was absolutely right. This is the same thing that happens in the elementary schools. It's the same thing that happens at the job. You can't call on your mama every time you don't get your way. That's crazy.
Mama.
Yo, what's the deal, y'all? You said something about 7 days, man. I popped up like the boogeyman, man. You can hear me, bruh?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, yeah, man. What's the deal? Just a late night smoke session or what?
Yes, sir.
I got my shit ready. Hey, man, you like how I slayed that Demon Slayer earlier? That was wild, huh?
I can honestly say yes, it has put in effect because I did get a text message.
Bruh, you know what was crazy? Because I watched it back a little bit, and when I had hopped off, you know what I'm saying, I was doing something, I had hopped off, and when I kind of got off right after I told this motherfucker he's a devil, right? He switched the subject talking about, bro, what's his name? I keep forgetting. E-Dub. He never like contacted you, and you was like, well, shit, I'm kind of waiting on you to rebuttal what he got to say, and he ain't had no rebuttal to that.
Yeah, I was expecting him to. I don't know what I was expecting him to say because yet again I'm not a devil person because I don't know, But anything to say that, hey, what you saying is false, this is not true, blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. Hey, Michael, pull up this video. Um, anything, anything, especially at this time, because it's not like the first time y'all met. You know what I'm saying? This is the second time that y'all went here. This was way smoother than the first time. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like you get cut. Even though you saying that you was getting jumped by 9 people earlier, that's technically not true because some of us didn't even know. I only put my comments in to catch things up. Also to let my audience know what was going on because yet again we straight came on her, went live and pressed play and was gone into it. Nobody knew nothing.
Yeah, in fact, didn't nobody jump him? That was me just kind of destroying him by my single handedly. Y'all was just kind of just listening. You know what I'm saying? And then I listened back to it. I said, this motherfucker's a real life liar because he gonna say in there, I don't believe in Satan, I don't believe in devil. I just go to the satanic church. I just go to satanic membership. I do have a membership to the satanic. Bruh, the word literally is Satan, satanic. Satan is the devil. So how you gonna say you don't believe in the devil and you don't worship the devil, but you go to a satanic fucking church? That makes no. And then what's the name kind of was trying to hear him out, like, oh well, tell me about it. He was like, oh, we just kind of just play games or whatever. We kind of just talk about woo to woo to woo.
A bunch of goofballs that go against politicians when politicians try to put in Christian values in the government.
But
I
that's
don't know why I
bullshit. So
remember that.
why y'all call it satanic then? Why call it that then? If y'all don't believe in Satan, why call it that?
And that's where I got into the part where I say that is a cult like still that's a cult. That's the
Yeah.
beginning of a cult. Most cults start off like that, where they get the young, dumb-minded people to believe in something, and then after a while go against the government.
I
And
mean, it's
like
literally called Satan, the church of Satan. So, like, that just proved my point, like how you a devil, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was talking about, the deception, the deceive, bro. It's like you gonna come over here and try to lie to us because the devil means to deceive is to lie. So you gonna come over here and try to lie to us and act like, oh, I'm not a Satan worshiper. I just go to Satan church. It's like that's the exact definition of deceiving. That's like saying, oh, I don't go to the strip club. I don't like strippers. I just go to the strip club every weekend. It's like, come on, bro.
well, you know how it is when you go against your parents, and if your parents are true Christians, I guess you're gonna try to be the opposite.
Yeah, so exactly. So that's like it is proof that he a liar, like just a liar, bruh. And that's why I was proving, like that's how I proved that he's a devil, you know? Because that's like saying I go to the strip club every weekend. I just don't like strip, but I still don't like strippers. We just go to the strip club to look at the lights in there. Like, bro, stop lying. We just go to the strip club because we like the music. Bro, stop playing with me. And that's what the devil does. Is try to deceive you, try to make it seem like you don't like strippers, but you're always at the strip club. Like, bruh, stop lying. Like, that was crazy, bruh. And then I just listen back to that. And I'm like, this motherfucker. And then he didn't have nothing to say to me. But that's why I was telling you about how he tried to pick on bruh because bruh ain't got a strong voice like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him, but I could tell that he didn't want no smoke with me, so he go for the weaker vessel, and that's also what the devil do too. Like, let me attack the weaker person because this nigga that's coming with facts, this nigga that called me a devil and a liar to my face, I ain't got nothing to say to him. But let me talk about Ebra. What is nigga name, bro?
E-Dub.
E-Dub. I call him a liar to his face, call him the devil, call him and his friend Christian the devil, and a liar and a deceiver. He didn't have nothing to say to me. But right once I got off, he gonna say, yeah, that's what I was saying about E-Dub. E-Dub is this and E-Dub is that. It's like, bro, you's a fucking pussy. Excuse my language. Because I was so listening. I'm like, let me see what they was talking about me when I left. When I'm gone, what is they saying about me? And I was listening, and they ain't say nothing about me, bro, the whole time. And that's the devil, like you a coward, you know?
Not you. Not here's your chance to actually talk about me, and you know what I'm saying. But I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I called you a devil to your face multiple times, a liar, a devil, a deceiver. I said all these things about you. Right once I go off, you're gonna talk about Edub. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the devil do, man. You know what I'm saying? You throw a rock and hide your hand. It's like you're a coward, you know?
All right. I don't mean to do my friend like this, but I'm gonna have to throw you under that little yellow bus with the short glasses, red glasses. What would you like to discuss for the next 10 minutes, 10, 20 minutes? What is something that you into? Don't not me. Not some don't think like, oh, I know he'll talk about this.
I don't know.
Hey, you know what, bro? Some people they be telling me this, dog. You know what I be wanting to do, bro? I be
What?
wanting to go on their social media platform and just stroll and look and like, oh, there's plenty of stuff that we can talk about.
I mean, I be having a lot of different
Here,
stuff to
hold
talk
on.
about. Don't get me wrong.
I know you do, but I'm trying to get her into it, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, but I don't know what she's picked one.
Big one.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Let's switch it up. I mean, I got a lot. Let's talk about love and stuff like that.
Yeah, like right now my algorithm. You know my algorithm's crazy right now.
I don't know your algorithm. You see this, y'all. Like I know your algorithm. I'm
But
not on your
like
social
that's
media.
crazy though. Like
I'm
it's
not
like
on
a
your
lot of
social
relationship
media.
stuff, but you know that, like, because you know that though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. My mind just be going 1,000 miles per hour, and I got so much stuff I could talk about.
Right, and then I'm a bad conversation starter, so I don't know why he put me on the spot like that.
Go to your YouTube, cause man,
And then I don't even be on YouTube. My kids use my YouTube, so you don't want my YouTube.
what do you be on?
TikTok.
What the? I mean, how can? That's what I'm saying. You make it hard for me to even ask you questions because I don't even know what to go to.
James, bro, did you check that last video out, James? Bro, you need to go back and watch that one. It was wild, bro. I had to slay a demon on here, bro.
What happened? What happened?
It's just kind of like, bro, it was like a devil that came on here and he was like just lying and then I didn't like how
money. I mean, people.
Well, he was atheist.
Yeah, he atheist, but he was on. I didn't like how he was trying to I didn't like how he was trying to bully Edub because Edub seemed like he's kind of like non-confrontational a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like how they try to bully him, and then they told me like the backstory of how like Edub trying to be cool because he like a Christian, so it sounded like he want honey. And he want to go in there and talk about his values of that, woo, woo. And then the devils, they just came in there trying to attack him. And I didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. So I said, well, now y'all got 7 days on the show. It's ugly because I'm a demon slayer. And they ran like cowards, bro. They ducked all underneath the bed and everything, bro. You gotta watch it, bro.
So they're not part of the panel no more.
Hopefully they come back, but after that slaying, the devil might run far away, bro. After what I did to him verbally, he might not want to come back. I don't know. And I'm up. If y'all, anytime y'all got somebody that need to be slayed like that, just go ahead and hit me up and say, man, 7 days, just kill this person off. I'm sick of this dude.
Hey, Capiche got the video up so we can look at it?
Yep.
All right.
It's like under heated debate. It was so good, bro. I watched it back myself and I was like, ooh, I was impressed on my performance.
That's what's up.
They try to drunk E-Dog, and then he was just kind of like, man, he was making us look bad because he was like, he didn't like defend himself good enough, you know?
Yeah, you don't
So the
watch
white people
nothing.
thinking like all niggas can't defend themselves, you know? That's how the white people was kind of acting.
How did the atheists get up in the panel?
Bro, I have no idea, bro.
You gotta be invited.
Jay, Jason been here. Are you talking about Christian?
I don't know, bro. I don't know all these new people, man.
I'm not
So
talking.
I don't know.
I'm not talking. Not talking to you when I just asked that question. I'm talking to 7 Days.
What?
Who you talking about? Money D or Christian?
They both, to me, is atheists. They both devils, both of them.
Yet again, but who are you specifically talking about? So I
Oh,
can tell
Money
you where
D.
they
I'm
come
talking about
from.
like both of them, really. Oh,
Jason is in the group chat. Christian comes from Money Guy's stream. He's a subscriber to him.
yeah. So, well, Money Demon brought on Christian. I slayed Money Demon, then I slayed Christian motherfucking ass with him. So we got a double ass whipping. You know what I'm saying? A double damage. It's like a what they call it in basketball, an and one.
So you turned them back. So you turned them Christian.
No, I didn't turn them Christian. And see, that's what Edub I think was trying to do. I didn't turn them Christian. What I did was I exposed who they really are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to. That's like right there. You eating food. You got your glasses on. I'm telling you, bro. You eating food and you got glasses. I'm telling you what you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? When they're lying, and that's like you eating food right now, got your glasses on, got your hat on, and you gonna tell me, bro, I don't even eat food. I don't even wear glasses. I hate hats. You know? Exposing the devil because he on there lying the whole time, which is crazy. Got me up all night. I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn. Because I'm a Virgo, y'all, so I kind of was sitting thinking about some shit for a minute, you know? And I'm like, man, that man, Louis Farrakhan would be proud of me. So yeah, bro, you gotta go back and watch it, bro. It was a slaughter, bro, from beginning to the end. And then the crazy part about it is, after I slaughtered him, you know what I'm saying, verbally demolished him, he gonna pivot back to E-Dub and say, well, E-Dub does this, E-Dub does that. And I'm like, damn, is you gonna say anything? I just called you a devil to your face. Is you gonna say something back about that? He gonna go to the other black dude, E-Dub, because I think like that's like the tactic of bullying. You know what I'm saying? That's like in high school, bro. Like, oh, you see a dude the same size as you. Like this used to happen to me in high school too. Like I used to fight a lot in school, and I used to like, you feel me? I remember one time this big dude, he like 6 foot something. You know what I'm saying? He hella bigger than me, and I'm like, I want to fight his homeboy, but he like, nah, I want to fight you. He was scared pretty much. My homeboy was right next to me. He didn't want to fight my homie because my homie the same size as him. Instead, he want to fight me because he think it's like an easier lick. You know what I'm saying? So my partner was like, bro, I catch that fade, woo woo. And he gonna like, nah, I want to fight 7 days because he's shorter. You know what I'm saying? It's like cowardly. And I don't respect that, you know?
It's down to 6 a.m.
Fellow member
So that's what all
and
it was.
victim of black fatigue, I want to raise my right hand and
Hey, have y'all been hearing about this black fatigue? This is the third, fourth video that I done brought up about black fatigue.
Yeah, I see you kept pulling this up, bro. What is this about, bro? I was like, please don't pull this up in front of these white people.
But there wasn't no white people on here at that time. But one person, it was all black people. You know,
Yeah, that was one was enough for me. One devil was enough for me. It felt like it was a lot of them. What is this black fatigue though, bro?
That's why I've been trying to hear about it.
All right, let's go.
solidarity to all the other Black people who have stood up and said that they too are tired of all the foolishness. Some of us have been here for a long time. Some of us have tried to say things and been shot down, called horrible names by people who look just like us. And then we have a certain party who also reinforces behavior that allows for one group to denigrate the other with no consequences.
I can always tell, like just from optics, I can tell optics, how they talk, how they communicate. The more that they then move, you can tell the difference between a conservative woman and a liberal woman. Like they look, they have a demeanor, they have a disposition that actually is pleasant, and you can communicate with them. And in person, it's even more of an aura around them. Conservative women or women that take responsibility and live their lives a certain way, they have a whole nother vibe to them.
How long did you think that you were going to be able to call people names and then people were not going to start calling them back? And how narcissistic is it that you feel entitled to call people names, but then when they're called to you, you want to cry victim? I am tired of a community or certain people in the community who absolutely refuse to call out any bad behavior that they see. Egregious things that are obviously wrong that we simply will not admit to because racism. And when we are called to account on anything, all we do is blame racism, slavery, systemic, whatever. And people are sick of y'all.
And that's true. Like, we live in the greatest country.
I don't like that black fatigue thing, bro. You own Capiche? I can't hear you.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna let you talk, but I don't like that black fatigue stuff, bro. Because it's like I don't think as us black people. Remember, I was telling you like how we going against our oppressors, we going against each other. We shouldn't go against each other. If we conservative or liberal, like a fucking Democrat or Republican, I don't think that should matter to black people. We got enough problems to add on more problems. Like, oh, you're a Democrat, I don't like this about you. You're a Republican, I don't like that. It doesn't matter. And if we do have problems in our community, we should just talk among each other like family members and then solve it. But let's not try to involve the rest of the world into our business, our personal business. We got to be smarter than these Republicans and Democrats. We got to be, you know what I'm saying? We got to be more mindful for each other, have more empathy for each other. And that's another thing I'm thinking that I'm talking. The white dude gonna say, I'm a little bit more pro-black than some of y'all. And when he said that kind of made my stomach turn a little bit because he should never be able to say that about black people. Y'all be going against black people in front of the white man, and he got him thinking, oh, y'all don't like black people too. So I don't like black people and y'all don't like black people. So let's all come together and not like niggas at the same time. And I don't think that's cool, bro. Like, we need to be on the same page when it comes down to, you know, parties, and we shouldn't be a Democrat or Republican. We should just all be black, and that's it.
So can you admit that there are a group of people that cause corruption in the black community?
Yes, there is a group of people that, but guess what? I don't think we should attack them. I think we should try to educate them. They're not our enemies.
We're not attacking them because there's no way that you can attack them at the moment, especially people. Hold on, just hear me out. When I mean they can't attack a lady like this ain't attacking. So they have come up with this label of a phrase, because that's what it is. Black fatigue is a phrase to express themselves on social media or how they feel about our community, and that's basically what's happening. Now, I get how you saying that you don't like it because you know what I'm saying it's exposing, but it's really not exposing if it's really already out there and you can see it because you know social
It's
media.
saying black fatigue. The word black, they talk about us, they're saying fatigue. You know, fatigue means tired. So y'all saying tired black people. So it's like y'all tired of black people, and I don't like that. I just don't like that because I love black people, and I never get tired of them. I'm never black fatigue. No matter how ignorant these niggas is, I still love them.
I think they don't. I think she feels the same way, but the fatigue part is the ignorance that we all go through as young and ignorant and dumb, and all the corruption and crime that comes with that in our community. That's the black fatigue. I'm not trying to rebuttal what you're saying. I'm just trying to point at what they're talking about specifically. They don't mean all of us. They don't mean you because you out here working hard trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about that young guy that's running to catch the bi-state bus to get on the bus to get the job because you know what I'm saying he got goals to set in his life. He's not talking about that dude that's talking to his mama because his mama can barely pay for his shoes so he can be a football player, but you know what I'm saying, he got straight A's. We're not talking about those. We're talking about the ones that actually go out of their way and do the crime that's always getting caught on the news and it's been over a day. So therefore we are looked as a title man of thugs, which you know what I'm saying, the thugs actually came from a rapper, because other than that, they really wasn't looking at us as thugs like that. You know what I'm saying? Thugs yet again. But in that title, that's where the black fatigues come from. Not speaking to all of us, just a few that is very corrupted and does a lot of crime.
No, yeah, I get it. You know, some black people do a lot of crime. I get it. But once again, us as black people ourselves, we should not like try to cancel them or put a label on them, black fatigue. We should never do that because them same black people that they talking about is our cousins. That's our brother. That's our sister. That's my mama. That's my auntie. That's my nephew. So no matter if they black and fatigued or not, I still love them. So we should never come on the internet talk about the black people this, the black people. You should never do that because when you do that, that just opened up for the devils to come at us again. So now they're gonna look at the whole world is looking at us. We on the internet talk about some black fatigue, and now the rest of the world gonna be saying it too.
Okay, but we was up there showing we go on the internet and show everything else. Yeah, so why we can't go on the internet and say we tired of y'all showing out just we don't go on the internet and do nothing positive that's in a big bundle. Now there are black people that don't, we're not knocking those that do the good thing, because there are. Okay. Let's make sure we acknowledge those that do the right thing. Congratulations. We're not talking about y'all. We're talking about the ignorant ones that actually blast themselves on the internet. We're talking about the ignorant ones that get locked up at Walmart. Talking about, I didn't steal nothing. Okay, like, but then they be the ones on TikTok. Look at me. I'm stealing.
I feel you. No, I feel you. You talk about the ignorant ones, the crazy ones, the shooters, the niggas with the 30 rounds and all that. I feel you. We still shouldn't bash them no matter what they do, bruh. Nothing that they do. I'm talking about they need to be damn near like, we got to look at them like that. So imagine that same ignorant person is your mother or your son or your cousin. Are you going to say, or are you going to put them on the internet and say, look at my ignorant son? No. You're going to talk to him?
I'm trying to get him locked up.
You're going to try to get your son locked up?
If he do, is he being ignorant? Like we're yes, because you breaking the law. Yes.
That's crazy to me. I mean, I guess we got a different opinion on that because
I this is the only thing that me and you bump heads, and it's not like I'm fighting against my brother. I'm only fighting against those who are corrupting crime breakers.
I hear you, bro, but listen, the only reason why they're doing that is because they're uneducated, they're misguided.
That's not my fault.
I get you, but what I'm saying is a person that steals food is because they have no money to buy it. So
okay, then we should lock up their parents then. Okay, cool.
I'm saying, but instead of us always trying to lock up each other, especially us, we don't have no no right to lock up nobody. We don't run this country where we can lock somebody up in prison. We
Do
don't
you
even
break
have
the
that.
law? Do you break the law? You're a law-abiding citizen. You obey the law. You do the right thing. You grow your businesses. You work hard for your money, right?
Yeah.
So you think it's okay that the person that don't obey the law get the same benefits and taxes and breaks as you?
No, I'm saying though, like,
Yes, that is exactly what you're saying. Because only the difference is the color. That's the only thing that you're gonna add. When you take away that color and you go simple for just the person of who they are of character,
yeah.
bruh, then yes, if you doing bad and you corrupt and crime, like I'm
Well,
just using it, huh?
how about I say I will feel like that about everybody, no matter what race they are.
Me
Anyway,
too. I will agree with you.
that's what I'm saying. So redemption. So we shouldn't be so quick to say we're black people fatigued. Nah, we black people energized, and we want to energize our next youth. We
Yeah,
need
we
to
want to,
step it up. That
but
same way
that's
we ain't
true.
saying
But
like,
yet
oh,
again, you know you're not getting to the ignorant one. It's like
I
stop
get
playing.
you, but yeah, we can, bro, if we try. That's what I was saying earlier. It's easy to be a quitter than to try hard. Like we were saying, and I know you agree with me on the immigrant shit. Like, it's easier for y'all to leave y'all country than to fix the
Yes,
corruption.
I agree with you on that, but that's not
It's the
this.
same thing with
This
the
is
black
this
people.
is
It's easier for us to lock them up than to actually help them rehabilitate themselves. It's easier to say, you know what, you did something ignorant, you did a crime, let's just throw you in jail for life. We can't have that mentality, bro. That's the white man mentality.
that's not a white man's mentality. That's the laws of the land, the colonization of the land of the law, and what we abide by. If you want to change stuff like that, then let's get together and let's vote on it and change it. And you
I
can't
think we
say it
should.
can't won't. You say it, don't say it won't happen. It can't happen because it is.
Yeah, it could happen. I agree with you. I think we should vote. But like I said, right now, when we are just on here podcasting, these are just ideas that's coming to my mind. No, I'm not out there making laws and stuff like that. But if we going to get on a podcast, we're going to have to say something cool about each other. You feel me? Instead of just bashing each other. Like, let's say
It ain't
how
always,
good of
but
how
no,
good
it
of a
ain't
job
always
we're doing,
bashing. Come on, but no, and I understand. Yet again, I get where you're coming from,
Yeah.
but you can't fault those for who been seeing the internet. You know how long the internet been running? That's getting tired of seeing the ignorance on there. You
Well,
come on, dog. You knew eventually this was going to come around. You can't. I don't want to say this statement because it's a false statement, but I want to say the statement just to maybe get you to see where I be looking at you at, but it's not like how you are. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes I feel like I give black people more accountability than you. For as when it comes to debate like this, because I'm like, bruh, it's like you got all of these people over here that's doing good, doing right. And yet again, you want to give people that are breaking the law, criminals, the same benefits. Unless, don't get it twisted, you do got a line that cross, but if you cross them, then they shouldn't be here, period. And I'm like, okay.
I'm not saying, what I'm saying is like I said, man, we didn't talk about the Bible earlier today and about God. Y'all made me get, I didn't want to even get in that bag, bro. I did not.
Stick in this. Stick right here.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So when I look at people, right, I don't look at them as bad people. I just think that maybe somebody did a bad thing and they can always change their life. I don't never look at it as somebody and be like, oh, this person did this and we should just, he should be done. I don't think like that. I think there's always
everybody, and I would agree with you. Everybody deserves a second chance, third chance to people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, I get that, but that's not what we're looking at. We're not looking at those that are trying to change their lives.
But that's the problem. We not giving them a chance. Like you said, y'all, we not looking at it like they deserve
So
a
they
first
don't got the
chance,
same.
second chance.
So do they got the same 24 hours as you? Yes or no?
Yes.
So how they don't have the same chances as you?
What do you mean chances? We talking about a person that's ignorant. That's what you saying. A black person that's doing crimes. That's what you said. That same person right there deserve a second chance, and we need to look at them like that. Instead of saying we're black fatigue, we're fatigue of black people. We're tired of no. We just getting started with this person. Man, we still love this person. That's still my cousin. That's still my brother. Yeah, he did some mistakes, but we gonna work with him. We gonna give him another chance. Yeah.
So so my cousin, you're telling me my cousin bodied somebody in 97, got out in 2001, bodied a person in 2002, got out in 2010, bodied a person in 2015, and got out in 2025. And I said, hey, cousin, what's good? We gonna give you one more chance. How about you hold this gun? Because you're a changed person. Come with me in the car.
I would say this. If we had the mentality of giving him a chance since the first body, he might have never did the second body, bro. If we looked at him,
obviously we gave him a chance because he did it again. He got out. He did his time. He served his time.
And that example right there, somebody just keep bodying people. Hey, let me ask you this: if that was your brother, would you not love him no more if he kept doing that?
I'm gonna ask you a question by answering that question.
No, answer mine first. If that was
I'm gonna answer it, but I'm gonna answer it like this.
All right.
You think he finna lay on my couch?
I'm not asking you that. I said, if that was your brother, would you still love him?
You think he finna lay on my couch?
You cannot let him lay on your couch and still love him at the same time, though.
There you go. Thank you, beautiful. Wow.
Because at the same time, my brother did a lot of fucked up shit. I wouldn't let him lay on my couch, but at the end of the day, I still love him.
There we go. And so when you thinking
if you love him, you should open up that door and let him lay on your couch.
No.
No.
The fucked up shit he did. Exactly. But he's still my family.
But he's still your family. So he, hey sis, I need to come use the bathroom real quick. Nah. So you can't even use the bathroom. Nah. So y'all explain me that type of love.
But that's still love. Look, he can't
that ain't no.
He can't even.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
But at the end of the day, my brother knows the boundaries.
Hold on. Because I want you to explain this. Trust me, I'm giving you plenty of time to explain this, but I want to make sure when I'm done, I can put myself on mute. Because y'all talking about this love, and I get it where y'all coming from, and y'all finna chew me a new asshole, but I'm ready for this one because I want to hear this one. I want to hear this one.
All right.
Y'all trying to tell me after what he did, our brother, our cousin, whoever he is to us, he can't lay on the couch. He can't use the bathroom.
Okay.
But y'all love
him. Okay. Using the bathroom, okay, that's a little extreme. Okay.
No.
Okay. That's extreme. Okay, I'll let him use the bathroom, but he can't stay the night. He cannot lay on.
No, let him keep. No, stay right there. He can't use the bathroom.
He can use the bathroom, but I'm not there. I'm at work right now.
He can't lay
I'm not even at home. I'm at work.
Nah, because my brother, he'll know I'm home. So,
yeah. What I'm saying is, if he can't use the bathroom, do you not still love your brother?
I never had a brother, so I can't answer that.
Okay. Let's ask a person that has. I have a brother. Anai, how you say her name? Anissa. Do you have a brother?
Yes, I have 5.
Do you love all 5 of them?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
All 5 of them laying on the couch.
4 of them are.
2 of them love it, and that's how much she loved even 2 of them. So what I'm saying is if we didn't ask her. Was your brother's cool? Was your brother's mean? Was your brother's nice? Was your brother mad? We didn't ask none of that. We said, do you love your brothers? She said yes. So that's what I'm saying. We got to look at our fellow black people just like if it's our brother. And
Okay,
Capiche,
yet again. Okay, now I'm still with y'all.
Right.
But yet again, we're talking about that one person that can't go on the couch. Is guess what? Black fatigue.
Capiche, we still love him.
We still love him though.
She
We
still
still want him to do better
Okay,
in
and,
life.
and
okay.
he's
Okay.
yeah, he's not
Yet
black
again,
fatigue.
you don't think this lady right here still want people to do better in life? She's
But see, look, if he just so happens to do better, then he can
Right.
lay on my couch. I still
Exactly.
love him at the end
how
of the
long
day.
it take?
Not that long.
How long is not that long?
He just got to do better.
How long is not
And it
that long?
doesn't matter how long. If it's
How
20, 30
long?
years
You know what?
later,
Right now,
It could
right,
take a day or two. It could take a month or two, week or two. You know, you never know.
it
It's
could
up
be
to
years.
him.
It could be 10, 20 years. Your brother say your brother come out, you ain't seen your brother in 20 years, and he a whole changed person. And he doing good. He say, hey, sis, let me stay on the couch because I just want to spend time with you. Not because I need you. I got our own house. I just ain't seen you a hell long and I miss you and I want to sleep. I just want to spend the night over here. You will be like, yeah, it's good. That's called
Exactly.
redemption, bruh. And we not looking at it like that. You kind of, and that's what you said. We are differences. You looking at it like how these white people look at it to where they say, oh, you did this wrong, go to jail. Oh, you did this, make a law. Oh, you did this, make a fucking this, make it this, lock them up. Let's do that. That's not the way we should look at each other. They look at each other like that. We shouldn't follow what they do.
the law of the
Fuck
land.
the law,
I'm
bro.
on the
You see
fall
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
law
You
of the
talking about
land.
the law.
It says it in the Bible. You say you
Man,
believe in the
look.
Bible. The Bible says follow the law of the land is where you stay.
What I'm saying is we're not breaking no laws of the land by loving your brother. How's that breaking the law of the land?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is what that definition and what they point at and who they point at. I'm not trying to say don't give him a second chance, don't give him the opportunity to give him a second chance. Because yet again, I was once one of those person doing stuff ignorant out here in these streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yet again, it took me one time and I got rehabilitated.
But
Okay.
that's you. It took you one time.
Yet again,
Somebody else
I'm
might
just
take
saying,
longer.
yet again, let me rewind. I was one of them. Not saying like I represent all of them. I just said I was one of them.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah. So if
But
you
yet
was
again,
one
I
of
was,
them,
but yet, because yes, I was running around in the hood doing hood's thing. Yet again, even though I was doing hood things, I was tired of some of the things that we was doing because it wasn't taking us nowhere. We was going around the hood, destroying the hood. Yes, I was one of the people in the hood still telling like, dog, we shooting up the hood. We're not making the hood no better. We
are
all
you
trying
doing that now?
What? I'm not
Shooting
even
up
in
the
my
hood?
neighborhood no more.
So no, right?
I tried. Yeah, I
So
tried.
listen, I would have, if you was my brother and I met you back in the day when you was doing that, I would have loved you then and I would have loved you now. You see what I'm saying? You're still the same person though. No matter if you're doing crime or not. This is still my brother.
I'm not.
And that's called loyalty.
And I'm not knocking that, but yet again, I wanted change. We're talking about those that don't want change.
Okay, well, guess what?
We
No
tired of,
matter if they
and then
want change or not,
again,
it's still my brother.
and I get that. So if we can find a way for y'all to stop being ignorant, trust me, we would try, and you know we would.
What it takes is the people. What it takes is, and you're right. You are right. They gotta want to change. It takes them to want to change, but also it takes us to help them change as well. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people need assistance. That's why it's two people sitting on the couch because as human beings, we need each other.
You know what? It just hit me in my head. What'll really help? And we can't get scared and think that some white man is going to come in and destroy. For real, just clean up our neighborhoods.
Bruh, listen. It's not about cleaning up a neighborhood. We need to first clean up our minds. Our minds is so trashy. That's why the neighborhood is trash. It's not about the neighborhood. It's how we think. Instead of picking up a piece of trash, we step over it. So it
No.
ain't about the trash on the ground. It's
Yes,
about the person's mentality.
Yet again, it's the mentality, but yet again, it's the neighborhood. I
How, bro?
guarantee, but yeah, it's about the mentality. I'm with you, but the mentality to think that I live in the hood, I stay in the hood. We got to get that. If the hood is cleaned up,
Mhm.
then they not gonna call it a hood.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's our mentality to clean up our neighborhood, and then we won't even be called the hood again. First, we gotta watch how we gotta, we gotta be thinking. First of all, we like I said, you see how we talk
We're
about
doing that, are we? Are we not? Do
I'm
you
saying
think?
you see how we talk about Democrats and Republicans, right?
But you see how we're not though. But you see how what we're talking about, right?
And yeah, and I'm
But
telling you why. Because you see how we got Democrats and Republicans, right? That's two different type of ideologies, right? They think, I guess they got different type of political thoughts, correct? What I'm saying is as us black people, we need to have that same political thought, for we can all be on the same page together, for we can move
it would
forward
never
together.
happen because we're all different.
Yeah, we
That's
different,
not
but we
what
all
that
could be in the same party though. Like, oh,
we
all
have
decided, fuck it,
been.
we all Republican. Yes, we could do that. Yes, we could.
We,
Because we're all
sir, go look up the statistics. We have been doing that for a very long time.
black. No, we've been voting Democrat for a long time.
At a what percentage?
It's a high percentage, right?
So that
What I'm
means
saying is we don't need to vote Democrat or Republican. We need to be black. You see what I'm saying?
they are black. They
No.
voted.
They saying they Democrats or Republicans.
He's saying what black people need to be is their own party.
Correct.
They started their own party. I'm just being honest. I know I sound like
we
I'm
need
being
to be part of the Black Party, bro. Period.
And the Black Party started their own party, and guess what it was called?
What?
Don't yell at me. Don't get mad at me. But it was called the Republicans.
And we get that.
But guess what?
However,
So what I'm saying to you could
currently
be
in this day, there's white people that are Republicans. What he's saying that solely black people need to be a black party.
And you're down
Like
with
all
that.
black.
And you wanted that. So black
That's what
on
he's
black. So
saying.
you can't be no other descendant. No Cubans, no Mexican, no Irish black, no nothing. Just American black only. Just only.
I
them,
don't
right?
know. I'm not saying. You know what? Now that when you ask me that question, I'm thinking about the answer. No, I think you could be any race as long as you pushing this Black Party agenda. You could be white, you could be Mexican, you could be Asian, you could be whatever you want to be.
So
as
why
long
don't
as
we
you
just
going with our
take back over
program.
the Republican Party? So therefore,
Listen,
we
as
have
long as
a
you going with
foundation to
our
stand on.
program.
Okay, then I agree with that.
So why don't we fight and take back
Just
over the
take
Republican
back over-
program?
take back
So
over
there
it
we
and
have
push
a
the right agenda.
foundation to stand on.
No, because we need a new foundation. The white people that came in and switched the shit up. What do you mean? You don't act like Donald Trump in Congress and in the Senate ain't Republicans right now, all white people, bro. We need our own thing, bro, so we can be on the same page together. Like, divided we fall, united we stand. So fuck that black fatigue stuff, man. Black love, bro. That's what she should be talking about. And if she say, and this is how she should have worded it, yeah, we got some black fatigue in our community, but we fixing it. But we working on it. But we got some black people that we know that's gonna work on it, that's gonna go down there. Yeah, we got some black fatigue. Yeah, these niggas got them 30 sticks on it. Yeah, they jeans is too skinny. They got some skinny ass jeans with them goddamn what's them goddamn masks called? Them shiesty masks. Yeah, them niggas walking around with shiesty masks looking dumb as fuck.
Okay,
and that's still my little brother.
So I get what you're saying. The small problem is if you start naming candidates to help run this party, because you're gonna need type of candidates that I'm thinking about in my head to run the party. You're gonna be calling some of them people cornballs.
No, I'm not.
You're like, no, you don't want no cornball up there. But you're gonna need them people to talk that shit, to talk that talk, to get them donor money to move your party or for, because eventually eventually you're gonna want to win, right? So we're gonna want to win, and you're gonna need some cornballs up there. And every time y'all name a cornball, y'all be like, no cornball, no cornball, no then cornball. I'm like, damn. The black movement, all black, excuse me, just black. You're gonna need some of those doggone nerds and geeks and highly illiterate people that talks of intelligence that I can't reach. You know the vocabulary. Y'all know the people up there. Also, you're gonna need people that's already in Congress, that's in Congress to switch, which I don't think that'll be that hard. Not really. Especially like I'm saying, if you go out there and say, hey, we got this type of leader right here, that he's in this department. Cause for real, I'm just saying, I'm really trying to go here and make y'all think like this is how it would start. If y'all really want to do that, you would go put. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I would do it almost like Trump do. I would start putting put our people in little places of government to try to persuade votes for when a new party is beginning. That's the easiest, best way, slickest way to do it on me.
I mean,
Just
that's a
put
cool way to do it. But like I said, before we start making a party, we got to get our mentality right first. That's what
I
starts
think
first.
I think you
That's
should
the
do
first thing.
I think you do 2 and 1. I think you
No,
should start.
because niggas can
Listen,
barely do
hold
one
on.
at a time.
No. Because then people gonna get off track, and then yet again, you can't have everybody that's. Let me slow down before I say this. Everybody specialty is not gonna be in that subject of doing that. So therefore, like a web, you can have some people start way over here and help that community that we're talking about the fatigue in, and then we can have people way over here start the party, so we can meet in the middle and and push the movement.
I hear you, bro.
You're gonna have to do something like that because
I
yet
think
again,
it's possible.
truly possible. But the best way to possible to make it smooth, you're gonna have to start putting people in power of power.
And that's what I'm saying. That's how we should be talking. Instead of some black fatigue, we need to be talking black power.
But yet again, when you say I spoke to stuff last time about it, and you was pushing me away. You were like, "No, just give me the money. Just give me the money." I was like, "Well, come on now, let's have a conversation about if we wanted to try to move that needle, move this party. What is going to be some strategies? Because yet again, I gotta give it to people like Atlanta because you got people like Big Mike that's doing stuff like that. That's sitting there with both parties to make sure that Atlanta's getting their interest moved. Now, he's not doing exactly what we're talking about here, but that is a start.
You know what it is, bro?
Go ahead.
What it is that we just gotta kind of just do it more, get in politics more, because black people, whatever they kind of do, they kind of take over anyway. So if all the niggas that instead of they wanted to wear the fucking shicey mask, they want to be rappers and shit. Imagine all black people want to be politicians. We'll take over the politician shit. Just like how basketball black people want to play sports and rappers and dancers and yeah. If we decided let's be politicians. That's why I said the mentality, we all woke up tomorrow and say, you know what? I don't want to be no fucking rapper no more. We don't really need any more rappers. What we need is hella politicians. So all the niggas, it's cool to become a politician. And I'm talking about when you become the governor, I want you to be outside the door, popping your collar. I want you put some 24s on your remember what was the lady, the Dalton? Yeah, she done bought a brand new truck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, buy you a truck, you got a Chanel purse, but you the governor though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we coming like that. And when we do that, we'll take over. But it's our mentality. We'd rather be rappers and athletes.
I cannot disagree on nothing you said right there, bro. I'm totally with you on that, bro.
Yeah, and we rather kill each
movement
other
right
than
there,
unite. You know what I'm saying? We
that
rather,
movement right there, I am with and I am for.
man, all the niggas be mayors, nigga be the Department of Justice, Jackson, and nigga,
I if we especially if we start at 2025, by the
right.
time I'm 70,
Hell no, bro. Next 10 years, bro, all the niggas then took over. It ain't gonna take us that long. Next 10 years, all the black people will be goddamn congressmen and Judge Joe Brown and
see, no.
Senator
I
Anisha, how you say it? Anissa?
Yeah, I don't know. If everyone's on the same page, then maybe.
10
Just
years.
think about it.
Years?
Imagine if we all told our kids when they all grow up, all the black people, just like when niggas tell kids they go eat Kool-Aid and whatever the nigga shit we do, man, all y'all gonna be judges, man.
If
You
you would
gonna
have
be a
said
judge.
if you
You
would
say
have
you
said
got five? Did you say you got
30 to
five
50
brothers?
years, I
All
would
five
agree
brothers
with you.
gonna be a judge, a senator, a mayor, a congressman. We don't even think like that.
Right.
But yet again, for the movement like that, and then we run in states at a majority, how we're talking right here, 30 years to 50. And I'm with you.
No,
Especially
if what I'm saying is if we decided that today, this year, we all
today.
gonna be congressmen, we all gonna do this all we doing. Next 10 years, it'll be so many goddamn congressmen that all of them be niggas. Because it don't take us long. We powerful people.
True,
Right.
but
I
you gotta
wouldn't say all though. I say a majority, but not
I
all.
want to say that, but I'm like elections. I'm thinking about elections. How these people get in office. Like, no. Now, this is where I got to play the race card. I'm like, those white people is not gonna.
That's
No,
why I
because you know
said
why? Let me
majority,
tell
not
you why we'll
all.
kill it. Because all of our rappers and all of our singers will be talking about being politicians, and everybody gonna want to do it. Just like everybody got BBLs, it didn't take everybody 10 years to get a BBL. All the girls got BBL. All these girls look the same. That
I
was about 10
see.
years ago when they didn't have
Nah,
it.
I
BBLs
wish you would
just
have.
came out.
But you know what? That's okay. I get it,
BBLs just came out, bro. All the girls got
sir. But okay, that's.
like you
Please,
can't
I
even
don't want
say
to say.
that. You stuttering, you like damn.
Because I don't want to
BBLs.
say that that's ignorance. You're talking about ignorance versus something that can be fought against. Something ignorance take over is different per something that you voting and we putting people in place of power. And then what's gonna make the movement even stronger is when you put them black people in place of power, they actually do good in office and make their communities and areas better. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm totally with you. But yet again, I'm thinking just a tad bit, just a realistic more of the fight because yet again, I'm thinking the first 5 years, and that's coming up. So we're talking about somebody coming up now in the first 5 years. So that means the first election right here, out of all states, we may get 2 states going. So we get Baltimore back running and we get Chicago back running. You know what I'm saying? But every other state we miss. So that means in 8 years, which that's your 10 years hitting closely, I see 3 more states running. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Florida doing a thing if that black governor hits his poll. I
You
still
making
think
it
New
way too
York could be
complicated. All the niggas be doing it, bro. Everybody, we catch on
yet
to
again.
fashion so fast. Everybody got
You
on the
act like
shiesty mask.
you're forgetting about voting, but you're forgetting about the voting
Bro,
process.
listen, we will take over the vote.
That sound like rigging, but how are we gonna take over the vote? Go ahead.
I mean, it ain't rigging. We would take over the vote because we're so influential, right? Everybody copy us. Every week, all of our baddies, all of the BBLs, white girls starting to wear weaves and shit now. They want to copy us so bad to where they gonna support us. They supported us with Obama. They gonna be like, we like black people so much because they copy us. We're like I said, we're trendsetters.
Yet again, I'm still with you, and I see about all the influencers coming out here and doing their thuggism. But damn, I finna sound like you when I say them damn white people is not gonna let that
Bro,
happen.
they can't help it because listen, like on TikTok, how they copy they copy all of our dance? They can't. Since when white people could dance, they can never dance. They still can't dance, but what they do, they copy of all our dance. Black people, little black kids, be making up little crazy dance, and that shit go viral. Everybody copy the shit. What I'm saying is, a lot of people are copiers. You're copycats. You know what
But
I'm
I
saying?
don't see black people taking over state like Ohio. I don't see black people taking over state
They
like
will, bro. They will.
Minnesota within that 10-year process that you're talking about. I just don't.
I mean,
I can
I don't
see a
want you to
lot
get
of
stuck on the
states.
10 years, but what I'm saying is they eventually will go, bro. Maybe not 10 years, but they eventually gonna go.
Ain't that what I just said?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I said, okay, I said I'm with you if you would have said maybe like 30 years. Because I'm
Okay,
thinking
well,
about
certain places
elections.
30 years, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be quicker than you think.
And yet again, I'm with you with that. If about 30 years, yeah, I can see the whole South taking over. I can
Yeah,
see parts of I can see New York taking
everywhere,
over.
bro, everywhere, every state, every city in America. What race don't want to be like black people, bro? They do. They do, bro.
You say that, but you know what I'm saying? I guess.
We the one that made everything. We the ones made podcasts and shit popping.
With who? Who did it?
All the beginner podcasters, like
And
the
their names are?
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club is not a podcast.
It pretty much is. Yeah, it
It's
is.
pretty much not.
They doing the same thing we doing, bro.
But I'm just they're not a podcast, just being honest.
Shows like that, that's what people want to be like, bro.
Yeah, that's a radio.
Podcast, Gilly and Wallow, they getting the most money for the podcast. Kai Cenat, he getting the most money. iShowSpeed, you gotta look up these young niggas, these iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat, they getting the most money. And everybody want to be like them. Everybody want to be like Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. We don't want to be like no motherfucking what's that white girl name? Girl, see, I don't even know. We don't want to be like white people at all. What's her name?
But hold on. How about we don't want to be like
players,
Candace Owens? You don't want to be like Candace Owens? You don't want smart, intelligent black women? Speak it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, we want to be like black people. Yeah, I said
But
yeah.
so, what is Candace Owens?
She a black person. She black.
So why? But there's a lot of us guys would like to see our women look more like Candace Owens. And
long as she black, I'm with her. I love her. That's my sister.
But yet again, a lot of us want to see more of that image than Megan Thee Stallion.
It doesn't matter. Both of them is my sisters. I got my sister is Candace and my sister is Megan Thee Stallion. Those both my sisters.
But which one would you rather see your sister look more like Candace Owens or Sexy Red?
I want my sister to be a little bit more clean, but my sister is a grown woman. She do what she want to do.
Would you want your sisters in these streets looking more like Candace Owens or Sexy Red?
I don't want my sister to look like Sexy Red. Candace Owens. But guess what? My other sister is a little wild. She's been outside a little longer. My other Candace, my sister that looked like Candace Owens, she went to college and shit. My sister that was outside at the party, that's my sister. Sexy
so
Red.
Which one is okay? So which one of them gonna get us in office quicker? Sexy Red or Candace Owens? Which one's gonna get us in office? Which one's gonna get us in these positions of power? Cause we try to take over. I'm trying to take over black power. Hold on, bro. I'm trying to take over.
Is more influential in the music scene, and everybody know her for her music. And Candace Owens is more influential in the maybe the political realm. And everybody know we need both my sisters, bro. What are you talking about?
When it comes to getting in these places of power and all these little cabinets, you know what I'm saying? the House. We want to take over the Senate. We want to take over governor. We want to take over mayor. We want to take over districts.
Yeah.
Which one do we want these people to look like? Candace Owens?
We got a lovely lady on here tonight because she can really absorb what I'm saying and what
Candace
I'm saying.
Owens?
And she got
no.
as
Candace
well.
Owens or
Listen.
Sexy Red? How we want them looking? Who we trying to put in?
This is the problem right now. See, you looking at it's called a minute and a major. You looking at the minute problem. The major problem is that we need to change our mentality. Instead of saying, would I rather have this sister or that sister? I'm telling you, they're both my sisters and I love them equally. But you thinking like,
because you know what? I don't care about none of that when we're trying to get people in office. I love them just as much, but are we going to put all of them, even at one, are you going to put Sexy Red in office?
No.
I mean, not right now, but once she changed her mentality,
she's not changing nothing. That's how she came. That's what got her to fame. That's what she want to be. And
listen.
No. Let me finish. I gotta be like this because yet again, she finna come to you and be like, Seven, you putting everybody in office. I'm Sexy Red. I got millions of files. Put me in office. I got this big stack of money.
And I'm going to say, sis, you can do it as long as you change your mentality. You got to clean yourself up. You got to look like look like the sister Candace Owens. You got to change your outfit and shit. You can't come up here with your drawers hanging out. You got to put on a little suit or something, sis. You can't run for politician until you put on some clothes on.
You know what?
But guess what, baby? You can still do it though. And you my sister, and I believe in you.
Now, if I could believe him to the 99.99%,
right,
I'll be like, okay, brother, I'm with you. But you know what? I don't believe him. I think he would say, Sexy Red, you black, you my sister, I love you. Give me a hug. That's it. What state you want? You know what? You can't run a state, but you know what I'm saying? You can be on the board.
No, bro. I'm telling you, it's our mentality first. Once we change how we look at each other and we look at each other with respect and love and loyalty, then we're going to act different and we're going to accomplish different things. Right now, we looking at black people like how the white people looking at them. We don't like these motherfuckers. You're looking at them like, I don't like these motherfuckers.
Sir.
Let's lock their ass up.
Sir.
Let's lock their ass up. Let's lock their ass up. Let's lock their ass up.
Okay, so check this out. I'm just gonna ask you something.
What?
We need somebody to run the state of Utah. Gucci Mane and R. Kelly is sitting outside your door.
Oh shit!
All right, you got to do the interview, right? The interview is done. I don't know how it went. You don't know how it went. Only you know how it went, Seven. Only you know how it went, right?
Yeah.
Who getting the job and why? Gucci Mane or R. Kelly? Utah.
Gucci Mane or R. What the fuck kind of question is this, bro? I'll probably give it a Gucci Mane because I give it a Gucci Mane. Cause look how I'm glad you said that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm glad you said that. I'm really happy. No. I ain't gonna let you slide on this. I'm glad you said this because I would choose Gucci, and he's a prime example of how somebody changed and rehab their life. Gucci Mane used to be fat on syrup, shooting niggas, going to jail, shooting niggas, and doing drugs and selling drugs, and he used to do all the fucked up shit. He didn't rehabbed himself, right? Redeemed himself, and he's a complete changed man now. This motherfucker be working out. He happily married with his wife. He don't do drugs. He don't sell dope no more. He ain't kicking in those. He didn't change his life. So this is a prime example of Gucci Mane, of a person I would love for governor of Utah.
Okay.
And he rich as fuck, so he know how to make the money. So yeah, we need him. And everybody in Utah will have a mouthful of gold.
He ain't lying.
That we could. And so when we look at each other as, yes, we could do it, bro. We don't need to.
I'm not saying that we can't.
Throw away our
I
bag
never
because
thought that
Gucci
we
Mane was
can't.
considered a black fatigue. He was considered that at one point.
Yeah, true indeed.
But look at him.
Can I ask you a question?
We don't need to look at each other as black
let me ask you a
fatigue.
question. Since you, I like how you went to Gucci Mane like that. You know what I'm saying? You was, you know what I'm saying? I felt that energy. I almost wanted to jump up and shout too. I really did. I almost did. I was almost with you there because I'm with you on that. Because you know what I'm saying? Gucci
That's real. Ain't that the real?
Because I'm with you. Okay, but being me, knowing how I think, I gotta ask these questions.
Right.
Ask these questions. This is where you know what I'm saying? Seven be like, man.
We're gonna go.
And you know what? I'm not mad because guess
Seven
what?
gonna be like, man, why you? Do you
No, I'm
think?
not mad at the question because
No,
guess
okay.
what?
So
Just
do
how
you
you
think?
asking these.
So
Listen,
do you think jail changed Gucci, or you think somebody in jail changed Gucci, or you think somebody came to him from the outside, had a talk, and said, "Check this out. These are what you gotta."
I will say this, man. Listen, I will say this, man. No matter how a person change, as long as they change. And guess what? And like I said, bro, we need to change our mentality. And like I was saying, I'm glad you asking these questions because there's a lot of niggas that asking these questions and think like this. The lady talk about black fatigue. It's a lot of niggas talking like that. And we need to switch that shit up to talk about black power instead of black fatigue. Because yeah, we just watched the video. She was talking about it. This ain't your idea. This is what she's saying. You feel me? And what I'm saying is we need to have something to contrast the black negativity into some black empowerment. And once we have black empowerment, we can actually achieve things. We ain't going to achieve nothing going against each other, bro. We never will. We never will go achieve anything saying, oh, let's throw all of our niggas in jail. Let's get rid of all our brothers. Let me lock my brothers up. He did some shit. Let's kill them and let's get rid of them. And they sold this and they sold that. How is they going to come up us talking to them like that? They never going to come up. So what I'm saying is I'm glad you brought up Gucci Mane, and that just kind of like killed that argument because that person is, a rehab person. He changed his life. You feel me? And that's how we need to rock with each other, nigga, from now on.
So if Diddy came to you and say, I want to take California, you gonna let Diddy, you gonna let Diddy take over California? Let him be governor or mayor.
Listen, Capiche. It's a big difference. You don't have no siblings, bro. You say you don't have no siblings, bro.
Who said that?
You said you didn't have no siblings.
You did.
I said I ain't got no kids.
No siblings.
No siblings.
Siblings.
You said
you
that.
Don't have no siblings.
Oh, I don't have no brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Okay. So you said you don't have no siblings, and what I'm telling you is when you do, you make me kind of lose my train of thought. I had some good juicy for your ass. Damn it. But what did you say before that, bro?
I said you're gonna let Diddy run California, senator, governor, mayor.
Oh yeah. So like I said, you said you don't have no siblings, so you wouldn't probably understand if that is your brother going through that same situation and you talking to your brother and your brother telling you, bro, they lying on me. Yeah, I did some freaky shit, but I don't deserve life. P. Diddy's kids and family is going to court where they don't think he deserved life, but the white man think he deserved life, bruh. And what I'm saying is if P. Diddy was running for governor and he rehabilitated his life, right? and gave his life to the Lord 10, 20, 30 years away. And this motherfucker stopped smoking, stopped drinking. He did the same thing as Gucci Mane. P. Diddy for governor of California. Yeah. Look at Larry Hoover. We just trying to get Larry Hoover out. He said, man, I did a murder a long time ago. You seen they trying to get Larry Hoover out. This nigga did like 30, 40 years in prison. How long do he got to stay in prison before y'all let him free? He told us he want to change things. He don't want to just continue for kids and to have violence. Yeah, I did some violent shit back in the 80s or wherever the fuck it was, but I am a new person. And they probably what it is, Capiche. We was talking about the damn devil earlier. I'm glad the devils is gone because now we can talk about God. And that's the power of God, bruh, that make you change your life. And he will forgive you for your sins. You feel me? That's why it said Jesus died on the cross for you. Just for people like that, sinners.
Okay.
You know, he didn't give up on them. He gave his, it says in the Bible, God gave his only begotten child to save us. So we need to feel like we're each other's brothers. We love each other. And it says in the Bible that God is love. And when you know God, you know love. So when you know God and you love somebody else besides yourself, you can understand why somebody would say, that's my brother. And even though I don't really want him sleeping on my couch, I still love him.
I get that.
So that's how we need to look
But
at
I
each
want
other.
I
We just
want
on
to
the
make
topic
sure
of black
you
fatigue,
understand that. Let me understand, and I want people to understand when y'all talk about that love and how y'all was talking about that love. It sure comes with barriers and lines and stuff. But yet again, y'all was in church like, oh, it's full of love. Like the boy, like for real, instead of him on the couch, he should get a key to your door. Because he's your family member. For real. All your brothers should ever have every key to your career because that's the type of love that y'all need to share and be a part. That's how it really should be. Every black person that's in this complex.
You should
have the key.
And you try to be funny, but in reality, it should be like
I'm
that.
not,
To where
because that's the type
I
of
should be able to
love
trust you, Capiche. I should be able to trust you. We can't trust everybody. It's only so many of us, bruh. I should be able to trust you to where you have a key to my crib. I have a key to your crib. She got a key to, we should be that close to each other to where we don't feel like we're going to ever do anything to each other. I might leave a 20 on yo. I might drink some juice and leave a dub, you know, when I come to that motherfucker.
So is it okay that we
respect.
leave the door unlocked for Diddy to come in?
See, you trying
Diddy can just come on in.
You trying to be funny.
How about, am I laughing?
Because you trying to be funny. You definitely trying to be funny.
See, I'm kicking some real game and you trying to play me.
No.
You trying to be funny.
Y'all tripping.
Yeah, man, I'm
you talking about loving my brother.
Game.
Diddy is our brother, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So, okay, so therefore, Diddy should be able to come in here with baby oil.
No, the hell he should not. No, absolutely not. He gonna need a little bit more than 10 years to rehabilitate.
And he might not, you know what?
He might not even rehabilitate. Keep it real. A little fucked up, you know. You gotta keep it real.
Keep it real, bro. If that was your blood brother, he'll be able to come to your house right now. Nigga.
Did he?
If he got out of jail, that was your blood brother, bro. He would go back
under your belief, Diddy, I would have helped Diddy get away. I'd have been a driver like O.J. Simpson.
You would have been at a freak off.
I've been at all of them. Come on, Diddy. I'm gonna make sure you get away.
No.
Give me the cameras. Give me all the phones.
Give me all the freak off, nigga. Fuck that. That's my brother. I got VIP, nigga. VIP. That's my brother. Oh, me backstage access, man. Man, P. Diddy's my brother, man.
I'm finna get off here. I only want to do an hour and a half.
For surely, that was funny.
All right. I appreciate it. Until next time, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever time you're watching this. We out. Peace.